So here we are. The season finale is here, Shruti.
Oh my god. Do you remember how we were struggling to record the very first episode?
Absolutely. So many retakes, so many takes, so many deleted episodes.
Yeah.
I think we took 3 to 4 months to record our first episode once this idea came to us.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? How are you feeling, Shruti?
You know, I don't really share anything personal stuff in my social media, and that's why I could never imagine doing a podcast. But yeah, I have to admit, it was so much fun recording. I seriously wonder how did all this happen?
I know, I think it was because we like chatting. I remember initially when we shared some of our episodes, the feedback was that it sounds scripted. Yeah, and it was scripted.
Yeah.
But then I think somewhere around third or fourth episode, we decided to just talk the way we do. And I think after that, we ended up recording ourselves while talking.
Yeah.
And that made it so much fun.
This reaching this point has surely taught us many things. Like, what do you think? What is the biggest learning?
For me?
Yeah.
You know what I said? We took so long to just launch. So done is better than perfect. I was overthinking a lot, kaise karna hai. We were struggling with our lines. Yeah. I remember we took so many deleted episodes. How to frame the topic, flow kaise hona chahiye, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But then after a point, I just decided it need not be perfect. It just needs to be from the heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you? What was your biggest learning?
My biggest learning was डर के आगे जीत है. डर बहुत लगेगा. But then you have to take the first step, and eventually it becomes easier. As we go ahead and as we recorded more and more, we were easier. We were more comfortable.
But what was the most difficult phase for you? What was the biggest challenge?
I think the biggest challenge was getting other moms to, give their story, share their stories, and because they don't have time.
Absolutely. And like you are a mom, I'm a mom.
Yeah.
If we have a third or a fourth mom, it is just impossible, I remember.
Yeah, it's never going to happen. So, because that was a very important section of our podcast to include them.
Absolutely.
And I think we have tackled it.
Yes. We decided to take voice notes, I remember. Because it was just not working out, having all of them recording live with a lot of mothers.
Also about the topics. Like the topics that we were choosing, it was not very easy to talk about.
Yes. In fact, we decided to pick topics that no one really talks about. And then we realized why no one really talks about.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember we had to change and drop topics along the way.
Yeah.
You remember that topic where we were, we wanted to talk about clash of parenting styles.
Yeah.
And mothers were not comfortable to contribute because family members were involved.
अरे मेरे को भी लग रहा था.
So going forward, a solution for that is not dropping topics. Maybe we will include stories, but anonymous this time.
Yeah.
I think that eases your mind also, Shruti. You don't have to share the stories with your name. I think I wanted to ask you, Shruti, what change you saw in yourself?
On a personal level, I have got a clear picture, about the message that we want to share with our listeners. Like, we are talking about parenting, millennial moms, what they are going through. And on the process, I have got to know many things ki yaar, even I am not, facing them alone. There are many mothers who are facing these challenges.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have learned to take myself easy
and a lot of empathy for other mothers now. If I meet a mom more much less judgmental and I'm more relaxed, there's a lot of sisterhood, motherhood which comes in because we are all in it together and we are all winging it. Now we are going to close the season 1 and very soon we will be coming back with a season 2.
Yeah, definitely.
So Shruti, what can we expect from season 2?
More real stories. While we are working on the details, the idea is to tackle biggest questions that mothers face, share stories about these. Maybe how to choose a school, sleep training, potty training, all the simple things that mothers worry about too much.
Yeah. No one really tells us how to do it.
Yeah.
Stuff which can have very big impact, those decisions. And why do we want to do this is while there is Google for every question you might have.
Yeah.
But a lot of these results are not in Indian context. and they may not also show you the messy side of things.
करो वही जो आपको सही लगता है उस टाइम पे अपने बच्चे के लिए.
The other reason I feel is parenting is a very very big responsibility for which there is no training. Google पे तब आप सर्च करोगे जब आपको पता है कि ऐसा कुछ टॉपिक एग्जिस्ट करता है. Exactly. So maybe while listening to these stories you may come to know of something which you didn't know earlier. Maybe something which makes your life a little easier.
Yeah.
And I think finally,
the stories of other mothers, all these wins and fails makes us feel we are not alone.
Correct. So this is Shruti and Pooja signing off for the season 1. We will meet you very soon for the season 2. Stay tuned and
happy parenting.
Happy parenting. Bye. Those were our thoughts about this season. Now, let's hear what our listeners have to say about the Millennial Maa.
Hi, my name is Sabya. What I really like about Millennial Maa is that it's raw. The conversations are as real as it gets. My favorite memory this season has been when they talk about conflict in parenting styles, whether it is with other caregivers at home, with your spouse or helpers, and in terms of what is the best that you can do for your kid. And what I really liked is that they left it on to you to have your own way eventually. It's good to take that advice. It's good to take inputs from so many other well-meaning stakeholders, but eventually it is on to the mother to finally decide what works for them in that and not to feel guilty about it. It's been lovely to hear two young mothers talk about parenting issues, about motherhood, about self-care, about all the issues under the sun in a very refreshing manner, in a very positive take, in without a place of judgment, with reason. And I really look forward to another riveting season.